In the realm of organized crime, Sun Tzu's ancient wisdom, all warfare is based on deception, continues to reverberate through the ages, echoing the strategic importance of deception in warfare. Sun Tzu, a profound Chinese military strategist, expounded on the idea that misdirection, misinformation, and strategic maneuvers are indispensable tools for gaining a decisive advantage over adversaries. This principle finds a cinematic embodiment in a pivotal scene from The Usual Suspects, directed by Bryan Singer.
He's supposed to be Turkish. Some say his father was German. Nobody ever believed he was real. Nobody ever knew him or saw anybody that ever worked directly for him. But to hear Kobayashi tell it, anybody could have worked for Soze. You never knew. That was his power. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. One story the guys told me, the story I believe, was from his days in Turkey. There was a gang of Hungarians that wanted their own mob. They realized that to be in power, you didn't need guns or money or even numbers. You just needed the will to do what the other guy wouldn't. After a while, they come into power and then they come after Soze. He was small time then, just running dope, they say. They come to his home in the afternoon looking for his business. They find his wife and kids in the house and decide to wait for Soze. He comes home to find his wife raped and children screaming. The Hungarians knew Soze was tough, not to be trifled with, so they let him know they meant business. They tell him they want his territory, all his business. Soze looks over the faces of his family. Then he showed these men of will what will really was. Him he would rather see his family dead than live another day after this. He lets the last Hungarian go. He waits until his wife and kids are in the ground, and then he goes after the rest of the mob. He kills their kids, he kills their wives, he kills their parents and their parents' friends. He burns down the houses they live in and the stores they work in. He kills people that owe them money. And like that, he's gone. Underground. Nobody's ever seen him since. He becomes a myth, a spook story that criminals tell their kids at night. Rat on your pop, and Kaiser Soze will get you. And no one ever really believes.
Do you believe in him, Verbal?
Keaton always said, I don't believe in God, but I'm afraid of him. Well, I believe in God. And the only thing that scares me is Kaiser Soze.
In this scene, the character Verbal Kint, portrayed by Kevin Spacey, masterfully weaves a web of complexity and deception during an intense interrogation by law enforcement. As the narrative unfolds, it becomes increasingly evident that Verbal is skillfully manipulating the truth and strategically misleading the investigators. The cinematic portrayal encapsulates the very essence of Sun Tzu's timeless principle regarding warfare and deception. In the criminal underworld depicted in the movie, Verbal's strategic misdirection and the art of storytelling become formidable tools in the face of authority. Much like Sun Tzu's philosophy, the scene illustrates how deception can be a vital aspect of navigating conflicts and gaining an upper hand in the intricate dance between law enforcement and criminal enterprises. By drawing this parallel, the quote imparts a real-life lesson that transcends the cinematic realm. It prompts contemplation on the applicability of strategic thinking, adaptability, and the skillful use of information in various aspects of life. Whether navigating intricate relationships, engaging in business negotiations, or managing personal interactions, a nuanced understanding of the power of deception becomes a valuable asset. This thought-provoking insight encourages us to recognize the importance of astute decision-making and adaptability when confronted with situations where not all cards are laid on the table. For more of this video, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button.